Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy RHENO coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be why everybody can't go. Yes, sir. Listen, y'all. Let me say it louder for the people in the back. This video is based upon all the reasons of why everybody can't go. Understand this. When you go into a particular destination, when God has somewhere to take you, and when you got something great, listen, they can't stop your life. Yes, sir. And they can't stop your destination. See, let me say this. Matter of fact, they can't stop your life. Yes, sir. And they can't stop your flight. Yes, sir. See, I like how that sounds better. But understand this, y'all. They can't stop your flight because the destination that God has set for your life is already set. They can't shake it, break it, or manipulate it. See, everybody can't go, okay? And so if you're going through this right now, this is confirmation if you're watching this video. And also, be sure to drop in the comments, right, and say everybody can't go. Yes, sir. And this video is talking directly to you. And not only that, be sure to leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. All right, so I'm going to give y'all the first reason of why everybody can't go. And the first reason is going to be this, y'all. They will mess up the blessing. All right, let me say that one more time. They will mess up your blessing. Yes, sir. Understand something. See, when you got something going on that they don't have, when you have a special thing going on, when you have a light, everybody gravitating towards you, when you got a blessing and they can see it and they know it, and especially if they don't got nothing going on, they will sabotage your blessing, okay? They will sabotage your blessing simply because of envy, simply because of jealousy, simply because you have something that they do not have, all right? Understand that. People will mess up your blessing. Yes, sir. I know somebody going through that right now. You probably got a girlfriend or a boyfriend, right? A husband or wife, and you with them, they're your significant other, and you feel like, man, I thought that they loved me and I thought they would support me and they would be happy because I bought a new car. Yes, sir. I thought that they loved me and I thought that they would be happy because I'm about to do business with such and such, or I'm about to elevate and level up in life. Level up in life. All right? Level up in life. Listen, y'all. If a person is showing you otherwise, I don't care if you're sleeping with them. I don't care if you're hanging with them. I don't care if y'all going to the movies together. I don't care what y'all got going on. Understand this. They will mess up your blessing if they're not ordained to that blessing. In other words, if God didn't call them to that blessing just like he called you. See, anybody who's trying to detour you from your vision, anybody who's trying to detour you from that God-given destination, that's not a friend. That's an enemy. See, anybody who's trying to help you get to your goals, anybody who's trying to help you get to the destination that God has for you, do you know what that person is? Drop in the comments. That's a friend. A friend is a person who helps you get to your destination. Yes, sir. Drop it in the comments. A friend is a person who helps you get to your destination. An enemy is only a person who want to distract you. Yes, sir. The enemy is only a person who want to take you off focus. And the enemy is only a person who is envious and jealous of what God has for you, simply because they haven't found their purpose, simply because they haven't found what God has for them, simply because they don't know what they're willing to die for. They don't have a why. They still lost in this world. And here you are, you know where you want to go. You know what God has for you. You know your destination. You understand it. You see it. You got your gift. It's all, you know, unwrap your present. You said, oh yeah, this how I got. I'm gonna use this. You know, whenever you got a gift and you unwrap your present, you look inside that gift and you say, oh, this one, I see how to use it. You looking at your menu book. You know exactly who you are. The problem is they don't know who they are, and the fact that you know who you are, it's going to be bad for you, because all they're going to do is simply hate on you and anybody who come around you. And what's this? And what is that going to do, RHENO? That's going to mess up the blessing. All right. So that's number one. They will mess up your blessing and sabotage any good thing or great thing that God gives you. And he already know that. Number two, The second reason of why everybody can't go is simply going to be this. You can't take where you are to where you're going. Yes, sir. Let me say it in a different way. You can't take your past to your future. It's a conflict of interest. All right? It's a conflict of interest. You can't take where you're going, or you can't take where you are to where you're going. Why, Reno? Because you're going to bring old habits. You're going to bring old friends. Yes, sir. You're going to bring old mindsets. You're going to bring people who are not willing and ready to level up the way that God has already prepared you. See, newsflash, God prepared you for the blessing. He didn't prepare them for the blessing. Okay, maybe they didn't go to God. Maybe they didn't pray for that will to be done over their life. Man, I don't know what it is, okay? I don't know why they didn't get their blessing yet. But it doesn't mean that they won't ever get it. But the fact that you got yours, and yours is coming, and they can see it. And let me tell y'all about this, y'all. A person can see when God is working in your life. Yes, sir. A person can see when God is about to bless you. A person can see that. So when they're able to see it and they see what's going on and they feel like they won't be a part of it, a person to sabotage that. See, you can't take where you are to where you're going. Maybe you met a person inside of a warehouse. Yes, sir. Maybe you met a person in school and y'all was on the same level at that particular time. But see, they got stagnant and became content. And this is where they want to stay at. And if you try to take that to where you're going, it'll sabotage the whole blessing. Everybody can't go. See, just because you met a person, I'm gonna tell you this. Just because you met a person does not mean that you still have to be loyal to a fault. I was talking to a friend y'all today, and we had a deep conversation, intellectual. And one thing that she said was, man, Reno, I used to make a mistake by doing this. I said, what you used to do? I used to try to take the moment that we had fun in and stretch it and keep trying to have fun in that same moment. Let me explain a little deeper. See, sometimes when you meet a person, right, or you go to a particular place, it's only good for that particular time. But what we go wrong at is when we try to stretch this person and take this person along with us. We start dragging it out. And this is why you get in relationships and you be in those relationships for longer than you're supposed to be in. This is why when you see a person, you say, yeah, I'm married. And he said just like this, yeah, I'm married, man. And he don't seem happy about it. Yes, sir, I'm talking about she been married for 10 years and she not happy about it. What happened was they took a good thing, okay, and they stretched it out longer than what it was supposed to be. That good thing then turned to a bad thing, okay? And when that thing turned bad, they just stretched it, and then they was no longer living together. They started dying together. What do you mean by that, Reno? They took a situation that should have stayed in that situation, okay? And then they start stretching that situation longer than it was supposed to be. And now we got kids in that. Now we got houses in that. Now we got cars in that. And now we got all this, that, and the third, all this bondage. And now we really shouldn't have been together. It should have just been a one-time thing or a little fling or a little talk or a little date or whatever it was. But see, we became loyal to one another to a fault till it was both of ours downfall. Yes, sir. I'm talking about we stayed together for so long. So that's what I'm saying, y'all. Sometimes we start trying to take where we are currently to where we're going. See, where you are is not going to be a forever thing. Where you are is just only for right now. And even for myself, y'all, I struggle with that. Being loyal to a fault. Man, this person helped me out. Man, I owe them some loyalty. Man, this person was good to me. I owe them some loyalty. Man, this person was my friend. I owe them some loyalty. Man, this person did this, did that, did this. I owe them some loyalty. But what I had to realize is you don't owe them no loyalty. You owe them respect. If a person was there for you, all you owe them is respect. You don't owe them no loyalty. You don't owe them this, that, and the third. You owe them respect. And that's if they was there for you. And, had your back and all that. Okay, cool, I understand that. But what I am saying is you don't owe no person no loyalty to a fault. And a lot of times, that's what we go wrong in. Yes, sir. Sometimes we can be loyal to a fault. Listen, y'all, if y'all picking up what I'm putting down, and if y'all understanding what I'm saying, y'all make sure y'all drop in the comments. Everybody can't go. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all drop in the comments and say everybody can't go, because I know somebody going through this right now. I know somebody feeling this right now. I done been through it. I go through it sometimes. Listen, you got to realize you not regular. Oh, you thought you was regular. Yes, sir. You thought you was regular. I had to understand that I was being too humble. Yes, sir. I had to understand that I was moving around with chickens when I was an eagle. Yes, sir. I had to understand that. But once I began to understand and realize that, I said, all right, bro, it's not that you're going to change up you or change up your attitude. You just got to change your level in life. That's it. See, you leveling up. You got to change the type of people that's coming up with you. See, everybody can't go up that elevator. You can't take where you are to where you going. That's a true fact. All right? You can't take where you are to where you going. Okay? Number 3, y'all. It's a big one too. Misery loves company. Okay, so speaking on number 1, when I said that they will mess up the blessing, very similar. We're going to get to number 3, which is misery loves company. I'm going to show y'all how those intertwine. See, when misery loves company, if a person don't take their life serious, how can they take your life serious? Yes, sir. If a person don't take their job, their business serious, how can you expect for them to take your job or your business serious? How can you expect that? That's like expecting a person to love you when they don't even love themselves. That's like expecting a person to love you when they don't even love themselves. Yes, sir. Understand this, y'all. A person who is miserable wants you to be inside their miserable bubble. I know y'all hear it all the time. The person who called you with nothing but bad news. Ain't nothing going on great. But as soon as you start talking about your good news, yeah, child, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, though. I hope you have a good time. This person can't stand to hear something positive, but all they want to talk about is something negative. Yes, sir. Or they want to talk about somebody else's good news, right? They don't want to talk about yours. They want to talk about somebody else's because they want you to be in that miserable box with them. Yes, sir. They want you to sit there and talk bad with them. But see, God ain't got that over your life. He don't got that ordained for your life. He don't have that destined for your life. He got something greater for you. He got something bigger for you. If y'all picking up what I'm putting down, make sure you drop in the comments and say, God got something great for me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments and say, God got something great for me. They mad because you got something great. But see, misery loves company, and they miserable. See, if they're miserable, and if you living in bliss, or if you happy, how can you hang out with a miserable person? It's going to be a conflict of interest. Understand that. You always got something positive. You're going to start seeming like the person who always talking about themselves, right? You're going to start seeming like the person who always feel like they above everybody. That's the type of person you're going to come off as. But you're going to have to realize that they are not able to go with you. Drop in the comments. Everybody can't go. Yes, sir. Everybody can't go. When misery loves company, you got to expect that all they want is miserable company. All right? And realize this, anything you put company behind, that's what it wants, okay? Money wants company. Positivity wants company, all right? God-fearing people wants company, okay? Misery loves company. Understand that. And that's the same thing with anything else. You just got to get on the flip side of what the company wants or what the company loves. Get away from the miserable people. You got to get away from those miserable people, because I'm telling y'all, miserable people only want you to be in the same position as them, all right? And the enemy definitely going to work with it, especially if you sleeping next to the enemy. If you around these people every day, they going to work through it. They going to work through it to get to you. But I got news for you. They can't tarnish anything that God already has set in stone for you. It don't matter how long it takes for you to get there. It's already ordained for you to get there. Yes, sir. Understand that. All right. Now, number four. And number 4 is going to be this, y'all. They going to simply block your blessing. All right. They going to block your blessing. Okay. Let me say that one more time, because this is very, very important for you to understand. They will block your blessing. Listen to this, y'all. If you have a person in your life who is miserable, they're insecure, they're not confident, they're jealous, they're envious, and this is inside your circle, I need you to realize something. Infiltration does not come from the water on the outside of the boat. It comes from the water that gets inside the boat. Okay, so the people who are close to you, the people who are right here with you, yes sir, I'm talking about the people, the person you probably sleeping next to, the people that's inside your household, the people who you have no choice but to be around. It be them type of individuals. And when you start letting them in closer and closer and closer, especially to the people who just around your everyday lifestyle, so they know when you're happy, they know when you're sad, they know when everything going on around you. This person is in your car on the way to your destination, but really they jealous of you, really they envious of you, really they not happy with themselves, and so they really not happy for you, but they coming up as if they is, but really they not. They gonna block your blessing. Yes, sir. Them same individuals will block your blessing. Listen, you can have a multi-million-dollar deal on the table, and just because it's not them with the deal, just because they're jealous, just because they're envious, just because they feel like it should be them, I mean, for whatever reasons it is, if they are an enemy, they will detour, they will try to kill it, steal it, and destroy it. They will try to detour, which means take you away from it. Oh man, they ain't good. Why you want to sign with them? Yeah, they're going to do all that. Kill it, straight up just try to demolish it, huh? Take it from you, all type of stuff, because they don't want you to have it. The enemy know what it's going to do for your life. Why would he want you to have it? He wants you to stay focused on these problems, right? He wants you to stay focused on these problems, because at the end of the day, we are going to have problems. Rich or poor, happy or sad, whatever the case is, we're going to have problems. But it's not about right, what happens to you. It's about how you handle what happens to you. How do you respond? How do you react, right? So understand that these people will block your blessings. It don't matter what you got. You can have a multi-million-dollar deal, a billion-dollar deal. It can be, you get a car in it. You get this is a groundbreaking career. I mean, whatever it is, if a person is not truly in your corner, they're going to mess it up. They going to mess it up. Understand that. They will mess up your blessing. So with that being said, y'all, I don't want to go into a tangent on that, but I want y'all to realize they will mess up your blessing. All right. Number 5, y'all. Number 5. And the last one's going to be this, y'all. It's for you. See, eagles don't fly. Eagles cannot hang amongst the chickens. All right. I'm going to say that one more time. Eagles cannot hang amongst the chickens. Okay. Yes, sir. Eagles cannot hang amongst the chickens. See, it was for you. That blessing is for you and only for you. That blessing is not for nobody else. That blessing is simply for the person that God ordained it for. He gave it to you. He didn't give it to them. He gave you the gift. He didn't give it to them. He gave you the blessing. He didn't give it to them. It was simply for you. This is why everybody can't go. Everybody can't go because listen, when your mama gave you something to drink, and listen, y'all, I came up in a household where we had to share, right? I came up in a household where, right, we had to share. That's what it was. But I will say this: if it wasn't enough for everybody, and if you went outside, with your juice or whatever the case is, and it wasn't like no family or nothing like that, and that was your juice, that's your juice. Understand that. And so I say all that to say this, y'all. Whatever God gave you is for you. It's not for nobody else. They can't take it, shake it, break it, or manipulate it because he gave it directly to you. Okay? So with that being said, y'all, understand that these blessings are for you. Don't allow nobody to take your blessings. Don't allow nobody to detour you from that thing that God has ordained for you. Don't allow nobody to take it away from you because it's gonna be here regardless. It's gonna be here for a long time, and it's gonna be here regardless. Okay. So with that being said, y'all make sure y'all drop in the comments. Everybody can't go. Yes, sir. Okay. And as I conclude this video, y'all already know, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the links in my bio. Okay. Check out any one of my books, whether that's Fairly Unequal, Rich Mentality, 8 Steps to Self-Publishing, a Successful Book, as well as Traumatized by Love. All right. And also, be sure to check out any one of my memberships, whether that's my Patreon community or my YouTube membership. All right? I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.